Hi teachers and students! Today I'm celebrating the completion of a long project that I've been working on. As of this week, I've published videos covering all of the content in my favorite beginner English grammar book. That's the red Betty Azar textbook called Basic English Grammar. It's taken a really long time, but now I have a playlist for every chapter of that textbook. And all of those playlists are linked in the description of this video. Because that textbook is so comprehensive, that means I've also been able to create playlists for other textbooks for my colleagues. But one of the most common ways I use playlists is to assign content to my students. So today, to celebrate completing my Basic English Grammar playlist project, I want to share with you 7 things that I love about using YouTube playlists, specifically for teaching. Number 1, and this may be kind of obvious, but playlists are great for organizing content that you want to revisit in the future. Especially if you find really great videos from another teacher that you want to be able to reuse in the future, it can be really helpful to keep them organized in playlists. You could keep a playlist for each course that you commonly teach, or you could keep a playlist for each chapter of your textbook. You could organize playlists by skill or whatever makes most sense to you. That way, when you need to rewatch or share a video that you've used before, it's easy to find, whether it's to send to an individual student or to assign to your entire class. The second reason I love playlists is that students, and teachers for that matter too, are much more willing to watch a collection of very short videos than they are to watch one longer video. I know even myself as a viewer on YouTube, if I'm trying to learn something, I'm a lot more willing to watch a collection of like 5 3-minute videos than I am to watch one 10-minute video, even though the shorter videos actually end up taking more time. Something about our shortened attention span. So I like to put a collection of really short and specific videos into a playlist so that students can autoplay through those videos. In the same vein, short videos in a playlist are a lot more versatile than one long video lecture. I'm an adjunct instructor at multiple different institutions, so sometimes I'll be teaching a class that's really similar to a class that I taught before, but it's not exactly the same. So if I had recorded one long lecture in a previous class, and it mostly fit my new class, but didn't completely fit, I might feel like I need to re-record that lecture to fit my new class. Or in the same way, if you're using someone else's videos, maybe you found a lecture that was perfect for the first class, but then it doesn't quite fit for the second class, even though it's very close. So if you're using playlists as a collection of short specific videos, then you can remove the ones that don't fit for the new class and add in any details that you don't have already. That way you're a lot less likely to be duplicating your work when you're teaching a really similar class to one you taught before. Number 4 is that playlists allow you to ease into creating your own videos for your students. I know a lot of teachers are really hesitant to create their own videos, and one of the big reasons is the time that it takes. But I really encourage you to try it. I film all of my videos on my iPhone 7, and I upload most of them without any editing at all. All you really need is the camera on your phone and the regular YouTube app that you would use to watch videos. Plus, students really love seeing their own teacher explaining the content. So here's how playlists can help you ease into creating your own videos. This is actually how I got started. The first term that I did a lot of videos, it actually started out in a snowstorm where students couldn't come to class, and I wanted to send the video lectures to them so that they could study at home while classes were canceled. But I really didn't have time to create all this video content that my students needed. So my first step was to create a playlist for my assignment and make a list of all of the content, all of the information that I needed for that playlist. And then I would search YouTube for it. There are a lot of really great teachers on YouTube, and I found a few that have sort of the style that I really like. So I would see if I could find that content from some of these channels that I liked or other people on YouTube. And then the videos that were left, the ones that I couldn't find a great fit for, those were the ones that I created myself. So my first playlists were a mix of other teachers and of my own videos that I was creating. That way I didn't need to create everything. I didn't need to film all the videos for my students. I could make a playlist that was a mix and add in a little bit of my own content. The fifth thing that I love is that I can create unlimited playlists. That means that I'm able to create a new playlist for every homework assignment. I can keep them for chapters of my favorite textbooks, and I can keep all of these playlists in my YouTube account so that if I teach a class that I haven't taught for a long time, I can still look back on some of those homework playlists to see what I did last time. I will say that once you get a lot of playlists on your account, the organization isn't great on YouTube. So it might help to create a Google Doc or some document where you have links to your favorite playlists and you can keep sort of an index of the playlists that you have. Hi guys, I'm editing this video and I realized that I forgot one of the very best things about playlists, and that's that you can collaborate. So if you're teaching the same class as one of your colleagues, you can connect in the same playlist and add videos that are useful for that class. I did this with one of my colleagues when we were teaching the same writing class, and whenever one of us found a useful video for the course, we added it to the playlist so we could both see the videos that the other person was adding. That way we didn't each have to find all of the content ourselves. We were able to collaborate and share our resources. Okay, back to the video. All right, number 6. I've been talking a lot about playlists, so you might go to my channel page now to look at all of these playlists. And you'll see a lot of them. You'll see my Betty Azar Basic English Grammar playlists. But some of the playlists, like those homework playlists, you won't see. And this is because there are different settings for playlists. You can set them to public, which is what my textbook chapter playlists are set as, but you can also set them to unlisted. This means that you can send the link to people and they can view the playlist, but no one will be able to search it or see it on your channel page. You can also change a playlist to private, so only you will be able to view it. I find these settings really handy for controlling what's public, what's private, and what I want to be able to share directly with one student or with the class. Finally, number 7, if you do start creating some of your own videos, you can choose some of your favorites and put them together in a playlist as a teaching portfolio. I know when I've applied for jobs, I've often been asked for example materials that I've created for my classes, or I've been asked for an observation or teaching demo, and it can be handy to have some examples of you teaching. Of course, those videos won't show how you interact with students in a classroom, but they will show your command of the material and a little bit of your teaching style. All right, if you've made it with me this far, I'd love for you to leave a comment down below of a way that you've used playlists in the past or a way you'd like to try using playlists in the future. If you haven't before, I really hope you'll try out using playlists for your teaching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!